Hi everyone, and welcome to Protocol 36. Even though Marvel Spider-Man 2 wasn't confirmed by Insomniac and Sony, but with how successful the first game was, and the famous tweet by Brian Intihar talking about sharing his first story draft, not to mention Sony purchasing Insomniac to give them more resources to work on exclusive games for them, it's safe to say that it is well on the way. In this video, I'll be making top 5 suits that I want in the game. Bear in mind, I'll be talking about the suits that haven't made it in the first game, so I won't be adding suits like the Raimi suit or the all new, all different 2099 suit, as I would love for those suits to return in the second game. These are the suits that we haven't seen yet, but would love to appear as an alternative suit, or suits that are relevant to the story. Not to mention, this is my personal opinion, so if there's suits that you want in the sequel and you didn't see in the video, be sure to tell me in the comments down below, and I would love to see what suit you guys want. Starting with number 5, going down to my most wanted suit for Peter Parker. Number 5, Spider-Cop suit. Even though Spider-Cop is mostly a joke throughout the first game, with Peter teasing Yuri Watanabe by calling himself Spider-Cop, which led to fans wanting an actual suit for the game. We know that Insomniac aren't afraid to put in joke suits in the game, such as the Undy suit. I think Spider-Cop would be perfect for a suit that's more used for humor, not to mention in the comic event Spider-Geddon, specifically issue 4, when the Spider People, including Insomniac's Spider-Man, are recruiting other Spider People to help them fight their inheritors. You can see a 3-dimensional Spider-Cop, as not only does it look different from the other Spider People on the screen, but very familiar to how the other suits look in the game and also the overall design of the game. So hopefully we get that suit, as I think it's overdue at this point. At number 4, we have a tie between the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit and the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. I know that this is kind of cheating, however, since both of those suits are highly requested and they are from the same franchise, I thought why not add both. The Amazing Spider-Man films are controversial to say the least. What most people agree with in the fandom is that they have some of the best suits in the character's history. With the first suit originally being divisive in the fandom, it was later appreciated and loved. However, as for the second suit, just at half from the moment Sony released the official look for the suit. Though we understand that there will be legal restrictions similar to the Sam Raimi suit in the first game, where they couldn't say anything about it for months and months before the base game was even released. However, I am willing to wait for it if they add both of them or even one of them in the second game. Number 3, the Alex Ross suit. For those of you who aren't sure what the Alex Ross suit is, it's an unused concept art suit designed for the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man film, designed by the famous comic book artist Alex Ross. Though it made it as an alternative suit in the Spider-Man 2002 movie tie-in game. Not to mention, Spider-Man 2 Into Electro has 2 different versions of the suit, one being the regular black and red, and the other being a white and grey suit. The suit went on to inspire other suits, one of them being the second Superior Spider-Man suit. If you want to learn more about the suit, I will link 2 well-made videos by my good friend Ronny Pugs, who is an amazing YouTuber, which is one of his favorite suits too. I will also be linking his channel down below if you want to check out his content, which I suggest you do. So why not add a suit, as its legacy is felt throughout other Spider-Man content. This might be another legal issue, as it was originally designed for the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man film, but it was never used, so hopefully there's a chance. Though it's more likely they will do the Superior Spider-Man suit if they ever want to do the Superior Spider-Man storyline, as they have Otto in this universe, which was also the reason why they didn't put in the Superior Spider-Man suit in the first game. However, that's another topic for another video. Number 2, we have another movie suit, that is the Spider-Man 3 Symbiote suit. I love this suit. I know that for most, it's just the classic Raimi suit, but painted black. And though they are right, there are small details which makes them a little bit more different. Like both of the spider symbols on the chest and back looking more aggressive and have longer arms and legs. And some say that the eyes are more curved on the black suit than they are on the original suit. I kinda see where they're coming from, but it mostly looks the same to me. Again, this is another legal issue for Insomniac, as we may have to wait a long time for it if they ever want to put it in the game, which again, I'm willing to wait, especially if they're going to do the Symbiote storyline in the second game. So a Symbiote variation of the Raimi suit would be amazing. Before we get to number 1, here are my honorable mentions. Number 1, last but certainly not least, the classic Symbiote suit. This is my all-time favorite suit ever. Since I saw it in the 90s Spider-Man animated series when I was a kid, I really wanted this suit in the first game, but Brian Intihar talked about the suit, why it's not in the first game, saying, I think something like that suit deserves its own day in the spotlight. I think just making it an unlockable suit wouldn't be doing it justice. It's one of the best stories for Spider-Man. I think it's a complex story. It needs to be told the way Insomniac would tell it. If you watched the first ever video I made, I talked about who will be the main villain in the second game, and I theorized that it will be Venom, specifically Eddie Brock. Assuming that this is true, a very good chance you'll get that suit in the game, and I'm here for it. How about you guys? What suits do you want in the next? Comment down below and let me know. If you have any video suggestions, please comment, as I would love to hear your thoughts and any suggestions you guys have. If you enjoyed this, please like and one more subscribe to begin Protocol 36.